The Grinch's cave, a scar on Mount Crumpet, looms over the twinkling cheer of Whoville below. Inside, the Grinch, a figure of green fur and simmering rage, glares at the festive lights. His eyes narrow, reflecting the irritating glow of Whoville's joyful celebration. Max, the Grinch's loyal dog, huddles close, sensing the palpable anger radiating from his master. The cave air crackles with the Grinch's discontent, a stark contrast to the merriment below. A silent promise of mischief hangs heavy in the air, fueled by the Grinch's perpetual frown. In his shadowy cave, the Grinch's silhouette is a storm of perpetual sourness, pacing restlessly across the uneven floor. Objects fly, as a dented can and tattered book are hurled against the cave walls. Max cowers, his ears flattened in fearful anticipation of the Grinch's wrath. They're singing again, that infernal noise, the Grinch bellows, his voice echoing through the cave. Whoville bursts with vibrant energy, a symphony of joyous chaos as Whos prepare for Christmas. Children's laughter echoes through the square, mingling with the sweet voices of carolers. Families unite, adorning their homes with dazzling displays, each more elaborate than the last. Every corner radiates warmth and anticipation, a palpable sense of excitement filling the air. Garlands and lights intertwine, painting Whoville in a kaleidoscope of festive colors. A collective breath of joyful preparation hangs in the air, promising a Christmas beyond compare. Inside the bustling Whoville post office, the air crackles with Christmas cheer, a flurry of activity swirling around. Cindy Lou, who, eyes wide with childlike wonder, gazes up at the towering stacks of Christmas cards. Postal workers bustle, a symphony of organized chaos as they sort through the mountain of holiday mail. Her pigtails bounce as she turns her head, tracking the flurry of movement around her with fascination. A thoughtful furrow knits her brow as she contemplates the sheer volume of holiday wishes. In her innocent gaze, a silent question forms, a hint of Whoville's overwhelming Christmas spirit. High atop Mount Crumpet, the Grinch's eyes gleam with wicked intent as he plots within his lair. He pictures himself as Santa, a sinister smile spreading across his face at the thought of stealing Christmas. The idea solidifies, and his grin widens, a clear sign of his evil scheme coming to fruition. With dark determination, the Grinch declares, "Tonight, we stop Christmas." Inside the Grinch's shadowy lair, a makeshift fireplace casts eerie shadows that dance across the jagged walls. The Grinch, a creature of green fur and perpetual frown, hunches over a sewing machine with frantic energy. Scraps of red fabric litter the floor, remnants of his sinister Santa suit. A rickety sleigh made of junk stands, half finished, held together by twisted wire and malice. Max, the Grinch's loyal dog, stands forlornly in ill-fitting antlers, his eyes conveying deep resignation. Under a blanket of night, the Grinch, disguised as Santa, begins his stealthy descent into the heart of Whoville. Max strains, pulling the sleigh laden with pilfered sacks. Their journey a silent betrayal in the snow-hushed streets. Rows of houses stand still, their snow-laden roofs gleaming faintly under the moonlight. The Whos sleep soundly, oblivious to the Grinch's shadow creeping closer. The Grinch's sinister plan unfolds under the veil of night, each step a quiet echo in the sleeping town. In the dead of night, the Grinch, a shadow against shadows, sneaks into a warm Who house. A Christmas tree glitters, a beacon of joy and brightly wrapped promises. A sinister grin spreads across the Grinch's face, an omen in the festive room. He begins plundering the gifts, his long fingers snatching at the Who's dreams. Presents vanish into his oversized sack, swallowed by darkness and spite. Each stolen gift fuels his glee, a twisted satisfaction in his heart. Cindy Lou, who awakens in her bed, her eyes wide with innocent wonder as she takes in the soft glow of Christmas lights. A gaunt figure looms, clad in a red suit, hoisting their Christmas tree, its ornaments swaying like fragile dreams. Cindy Lou, whose voice rings out. "Why are you taking our Christmas tree?" The Grinch replies, I'm just taking it in for repairs, my dear. There's a faulty light on top that needs fixing." Dawn breaks on Mount Crumpit as the Grinch and Max reach the summit, a desolate stage set for their dark deed. Whoville sprawls beneath them, a cheerful contrast to the Grinch's sinister intentions looming over the joyous town. The Grinch surveys his stolen hoard, a mountain of presents and decorations poised for a destructive descent. A cold resolve hardens the Grinch's gaze as he prepares to unleash chaos upon the unsuspecting Whos. The stolen goods teeter precariously, the Grinch ready to shove them off the mountain, extinguishing Whoville's joy. On Mount Crumpit, the Grinch strains to hear sobs, a chilling wind biting at his green fur. Instead, a sound rises from Whoville. The sound isn't a sob, but a song. A Christmas carol echoes in the dawn, carried on the wind. Joyful voices fill the air, sending a confusing jolt through the Grinch's cold heart. On Mount Crumpit's peak, the Grinch is silhouetted against the dawn, the rising sun casting a warm glow on the snowy summit. Below him, Whoville awakens, its colorful houses nestled in the valley, a stark contrast to the Grinch's solitary perch. The joyous singing of the Whos rises, an alien sound to the Grinch's ears, filled with an inexplicable happiness. His face contorts in confusion, his brow furrowed as he struggles to understand the source of their unbridled joy. He clutches his chest, a strange sensation blooming within him, a feeling unfamiliar and unsettling. "What's happening to me?" His heart stirs, a seed of something new taking root in the barren landscape of his soul. Dawn breaks on Mount Crumpit, painting the snow a soft pink as the Grinch is silhouetted against the light. A strange warmth stirs within the Grinch, his hand clutching his chest in bewildered confusion. His eyes widen in disbelief as his heart visibly swells, growing not once, not twice, but 3 sizes. Christmas. It came without ribbons. It came without tags, he exclaims, realization dawning. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. His voice drops to a whisper, filled with sudden remorse. What have I done? High atop Mount Crumpit, the sleigh balances on the brink, a dizzying drop to Whoville below. The Grinch strains against the reins, his unexpected strength averting immediate disaster. He pauses, staring at the twinkling lights of the town he sought to darken. A flicker of change crosses his face, a silent battle waged within his sour heart. The Grinch makes his choice, turning the sleigh, intent on returning what he stole. In Whoville's town square, the Grinch arrives, his sleigh laden with gifts, an unexpected sight under the bright day. A hush falls over the Whos, their joyful chatter silenced by the arrival of the infamous Grinch. All eyes turn toward him, a mix of surprise and curiosity rippling through the crowd. The silence breaks as smiles begin to spread, transforming faces with warmth. Hesitation melts away, replaced by an overwhelming sense of acceptance and cheer. The Whos welcome him with open arms, their hearts overflowing with the spirit of Whoville. Cindy Lou, who gestures to an empty seat at the table, her innocent invitation hanging in the air. The Grinch hesitates, caught off guard by the Whos' unexpected warmth and radiant smiles. A flicker of an unfamiliar emotion sparks within him as he studies their welcoming faces. Please, Mr. Grinch, won't you join us? Cindy Lou asks, her hopeful question met by the Grinch's silence. In Whoville, the Grinch sits at the head of a festive table, a warmth in his eyes replacing his former gloom. Cheerful Whos fill the table, their faces glowing with holiday joy as they celebrate together. The Grinch, with newfound confidence, raises a carving knife, ready to slice the roast beast. His hands, once clenched in anger, are now steady and practiced as he prepares the holiday feast. Laughter and cheer fill the air as the Whos eagerly anticipate the delicious meal. The Grinch smiles, a genuine expression of happiness transforming his once sour face. The Whoville town square buzzes with joyous carols, a symphony of warmth filling the crisp night air. A towering Christmas tree bathes the square in a golden glow, its light dancing on the Whos' cheerful faces. Amidst the festive throng, a figure stands apart, a transformation unfolding before our very eyes. The Grinch, once a symbol of bitterness, now wears a smile, a genuine expression gracing his face for the first time. The sound of carols swells, each note a testament to the change within him. His heart, once 2 sizes too small, now overflows with the spirit of Whoville's Christmas cheer. Inside the Grinch's cave, Max's tail wags with delight. A cozy warmth emanates from the fireplace, filling the cave with a gentle glow. The Grinch gazes out at Whoville, a landscape of twinkling lights below. A subtle fondness softens his features, hinting at a change within. The once sour Grinch seems to find a quiet peace in the simple view. Sunlight floods the Grinch's cave, revealing a transformation from starkness to vibrant Whoville charm. Who-style decorations mix with the Grinch's peculiar designs, adorning the walls. The Grinch smiles, a rare and heartwarming sight, as he meticulously adjusts a quirky ornament. His face is filled with joy as he puts the finishing touches on the decoration. The Grinch is no longer isolated, having become a part of the Whoville community. The space is filled with warmth and belonging, reflecting his integration into Whoville. The Grinch walks Whoville's streets, a genuine smile replacing his sneer. He shares jokes with the Whos. Laughter echoes through the vibrant town. His green fur glows with newfound happiness. The Grinch exchanges warm greetings with the Whos. He is now a beloved member of Whoville. The Whoville schoolhouse sparkles with Christmas cheer. Lights twinkle and ornaments shimmer. The Grinch, surprisingly jolly, captivates the Who children with a dramatic reading. His green fur seems to glow with newfound joy as he gestures wildly, lost in the story. Cindy Lou, who eyes bright, hangs on every word, utterly enchanted by the Grinch's tale. High atop Mount Crumpet, the Grinch and Max brave the biting cold, their silhouettes stark against the night sky. Below, Whoville glitters, a tapestry of twinkling lights that spreads across the valley like scattered jewels. The Grinch stares down at the warm glow, his face unreadable in the dim light, lost in thought. A moment of realization dawns in his eyes as he considers the scene below, a hint of understanding. He turns to Max, his voice softer than the wind, a hint of remorse coloring his gruff tone. It wasn't about the presents or the roast beast, was it, Max? He muses, a revelation taking hold. Inside the Grinch's cave, shadows dance around a crackling fireplace, casting a dim glow on the serene setting. The Grinch, a rare smile gracing his face, sits at a makeshift desk, lost in thought and reflection. With focused intent, he carefully writes in his journal, the quill scratching softly against the parchment. Each stroke of the quill seems deliberate, as if capturing a profound change within his heart. A quiet revelation escapes his lips. Christmas came, and it changed me. In Whoville Square, the Grinch stands tall, snow gently falling on his softened green fur. He raises a glass, a toast to a newfound joy lighting his eyes. To friendship, love, and the true spirit of Christmas, he declares, his voice full of warmth. The Whos, a vibrant circle of upturned faces, erupt in joyful cheers, celebrating the season.